Minecraft Legends is the blocky world as you've never seen it before. Indeed, it's technically a different blocky world, one that's being besieged by piglins from deep in the nether. You lot probably got some questions, and we did too, but our time with the game has answered them and then some. So, whether you're curious about new mobs, old mobs, campaign, multiplayer, or how the game even works, here are your Minecraft Legends questions answered, starting off with:
what kind of game is Minecraft Legends? Minecraft Legends is a real-time strategy game, meaning it's not so much about you going into dungeons to pack a punch against enemies yourself, but more about tactically looking at the overworld and the battles within. You have to think carefully about what you're building and where, and you have to have plan A, B, C, probably best to go right through to Z really, as this is war and war can change very quickly indeed. Who are you fighting in Minecraft Legends? Piglins. They may look slightly cute, but do not be fooled. These swines are made in the nether solely to conquer the overworld. They come in all different shapes and sizes and do different things depending on what horde they're from. They build bases quickly, and once they do, their weapons and troops can evolve fast, to the point that they're dangerous to even be close to. Does it have multiplayer? Yes, it does, in the form of 3v3 and 4v4 PvP. You can also help out other players in their campaign with crossplay co-op and do the whole thing with them with up to 3 others. Can you customize your character? Yes, you can, but only if you have pre-existing characters in Minecraft that you can port over. You can also get more on the Minecraft Marketplace.
Can you use weapons? Well, you don't have traditional weapons or tools to use as weapons like you do in regular Minecraft, but you do have a sword that you can swing yourself. But other than that, you've got a lute which you can play songs with that make others do the fighting for you. Pretty handy. Can you use mounts? Yes, you'll actually start with a horse, who is a lovely equine all-rounder when it comes to terrain and can break into a sprint with an L-stick click. There are 3 other mounts that you can swap to, should you find them in the wild. There's a brilliant beetle who can dart across water and can glide. The big beak can glide for even longer and jump higher, while the purple regal tiger is the fastest mount there is on land. What is in the overworld? Well, much like regular Minecraft, every single campaign or PvP world is completely procedurally generated, so everybody's map is going to look different. There are different regions and biomes though, which you'll be able to see on the map. Each of them will contain an abundance of a certain resource, so it's a good idea to go scouting to try and get the lay of the land. There are also certain plants that will give you short power-ups. Wheat, for instance, makes you bolt even faster on your horse, and mushrooms make you leap even higher, so watch out for enemies using them to leap over your walls.
Which Minecraft mobs can you recruit in this game? Creepers, zombies, and skeletons can all be under your control this time. Creepers are brilliant at, well, blowing things up, so great to rush enemy structures with them. Skeletons are archers and so good at range, but zombies are better foot soldiers as they pack a punch in close quarters. Can you fight with mobs? Yes, you can, but only some of them and in specific ways. If you press X, a rallying cry circle will appear, causing all those around you to follow. This is a good way of rallying troops, but it will also attract any animals around you too. Though only llamas and wolves seem to be the only ones who will actually attack piglins, so they're not much help. Will there be new mobs or allies? Yep, all of the golems, who we'll mention shortly, are new, but there is a new animal in the form of the badger. How do you recruit the mobs? This differs in campaign and PvP. In campaign, you need to help defend their base areas or homesteads when they're attacked, Preston Garvey style, to learn new melodies that spawn them in battle, should you have the resources. In PvP, it's more a case of having the correct resources to get them in via spawners that you can strategically place in most areas.
What do the other allies do? You'll have seen by now in this video that yes, there are other allies you can create spawners for, and they're called golems. These little guys come in 4 distinct varieties, but you'll start with the ability to summon the plank golems and cobblestone golems. Plank golems can fire arrows at enemies or structures, so they're great for early ranged attacks where you can't build arrow towers just yet. Cobblestone golems, on the other hand, are little tanks who will serve as your primary unit in melee punching enemy walls and buildings into rubble. Mossy golems don't just look pretty, they're there to spray water on you and your army. Ordinarily, that would just be irritating, but luckily this water heals you and other allies. Finally, grindstone golems move quick and fast to take out big groups of enemies and stun them by rolling into them. Each of these golems have their own place on the battlefield, so be sure to diversify your army and adapt your strategy with them. There are also warriors. These guys are villagers who are motivated by you fighting back against the piglins. The more villagers you save, the more warriors that will eventually appear throughout campaign. In PvP though, they have to come from a warrior hut, which essentially acts as a spawner for them, though it does take a lot of resources to build. With all of them, the aforementioned X button will rally them all together, but by holding down right trigger, you can command them to focus their energy on certain enemies, areas, or structures. And you can even filter who you're commanding by type. Lovely.
How do you win PvP? You and your allies have to destroy your opponent's towers. You can see your tower's health in the center here, and you attack your enemies with your golems and other allies. Once it reaches 0, victory is yours. But there are still piglins about to cause mischief too, so it's not just about other players you need to be wary of. We'll have all sorts of videos coming up specifically focusing on Minecraft Legends and PvP, so be sure to subscribe to Xbox On so you can hit the ground running. Can you still build? Yes, of course, but this isn't your regular Minecraft building. For a start, it's not you doing the hard work yourself, but rather your yellow allays, these guys here. That number means how many you have, so that's how many things can be built at once. Should you have the right resources, you can build walls, gates, and ramps to begin with, as well as simpler structures, including carpenter huts which repair your surroundings automatically. Can you still mine? Again, yes you can, but another allay does that for you, the blue one. By holding down left trigger and selecting an area, you can gather certain resources, with the basic wood and stone being available first. They'll be the backbone of your building, so be sure to have an allay working on gathering them both as much as you can.
Can you mine other materials that aren't wood and stone? Yep, but not right away. Your Minecraft classics like iron, coal, diamond, gold, and redstone can also be mined by your blue allies, but only once you've built the requisite upgrade tower to be able to mine it. Well, at least in PvP anyway. You'll need to go to the Well of Fate to do so in story mode. What can you use the materials for? Well, just like in regular Minecraft, various constructions need certain ingredients to build them, which is where these other materials come in. Unsurprisingly, wood and stone are your base level components, but anything involving explosives like creeper spawners or kabloomeries, which we'll go through later by the way, will require coal. Iron will be needed for buildings like masonries or certain golem spawners, and redstone and diamond are needed for more advanced structures too. What other materials can you use? There are two more that you can't mine, lapis and prismarine. Lapis is used to build different spawners, but you can only get those from killing piglins or as a nice gift from villagers you save. Prismarine is really important for upgrades, and you can get that by destroying piglin structures.
Can you improve defenses on your buildings? Yes, using a masonry. Building one of these near your wooden structures will ensure they gradually evolve from wood to stone, making them way harder to destroy. You can also generally improve defense by building a protector tower. Think of this like a big trophy system from Warzone, as it can destroy any projectiles coming your way. What offense structures can you build? There's arrow towers and scatter towers, both of which fire projectiles, but at differing rates and range. Arrow towers fire slower but can cover more ground. Scatter towers are vice versa. Then there's the redstone launcher, which is way more advanced, difficult to build, and must be piloted manually, but has explosive results. Can you upgrade offensive buildings? Yes, you sure can. Similar to how the masonry and carpenter's hut works, there are specific structures which improve performance of offense too. The kaboomery, for instance, gives your launchers and towers an explosive upgrade. The battle drum improves their firing speed, and spyglass overlooks help improve their range massively. can you build anywhere? No, as long as the blue building hologram appears, then you should have no issue, but sometimes red may appear. This may be because you don't have enough materials or because the surface is covered in netherrack, the red stuff that contaminates the ground near piglins.
Will there be boss battles? Well, we didn't encounter any on our short time with the campaign, but you know what? We're sure the piglins will have some monstrosities cooking. When does Minecraft Legends come out? Ready your defenses because Minecraft Legends is coming on the 18th of April and will appear on Xbox and PC Game Pass on day 1. Have you guys pre-installed it and will we be seeing you in the overworld? Let us know in the comments below, and for more Minecraft Legends, be sure to subscribe. Bye!